everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel XAT, turning problems into solutions. This is me Priyasha, and today in this video we'll be discussing some basics of partnerships. Now partnerships comes under the category of percentages and profit and loss, but partnership has certain few more things to add on apart from a simple P&L question. And over here in this video, purposely we'll be starting off with some basic definitions related to partnership, and once we are done with that, we'll be moving further with the basic to moderate questions. We'll keep this video short where we'll just be discussing the few terminologies related to partnership and then move on to some simple direct application based questions so that you understand the logic and the implementation properly, and then we'll move forward in the next part of this video to some moderate to difficult questions on the partnerships. Well, this will not appear to be difficult if you understand the theory right now itself. So please pay attention. Before moving on to any question on partnership, we need to know few terms which will be definitely there in any partnership question. Starting off with the first term, which is investment or capital. That's the money which the people are investing. Okay, that's the basic principle we can say with which they get started off in a particular venture. So this investment or capital is the amount of money a person is putting in. Similarly, the partners are the number of people who are putting in money. In a question, you can get 2 people, 3 people, or more than that. And at the same time, to increase the level or the complexity of the question, they can give you a same person investing money in different times. Like first he started off with 1 lakh rupees, and then he again added 10,000 rupees after 2 months, again added 30,000 rupees after 3 months, and so on. So this kind of a calculation just increases the complexity of the question, but the major role or the major formula remains the same. Then comes out the two types of partners. The two types of partners can be called as the working partner or the sleeping or dormant partner. As the word suggests, working or dormant is referring to the ones, like working is referring to the ones who is actively participating. Like when you are putting in money into some venture and you are completely working with it as well, like you have added money for 10,000 rupees for 1 year, and at the same time you are investing your time in looking forward to see if the things are working fine or not. आप कुछ घंटे अपने दिन का रोज उस पे देते हो just to find out कि सारी चीजें ठीक से चल रही हैं या नहीं. और imagine there's a situation where you have to deal with some people, तो आप जाकर वहाँ deal करते हो, and that represents what? That represents the working partner, someone who is completely involved. Then comes someone who is dormant. So when we are talking about dormant, we are talking about the partners who don't do anything apart from just investing the money. सिर्फ money invest कर दिया and that's all what we do. उसके बाद डेली के कोर्स में कोई लेना देना नहीं है कि काम कैसे हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है. So what's the basic difference? The difference is that the working partner gets a salary apart from the basic share in the profit, and at the same time the sleeping or the dormant partner will only get access to the profit which is generated at the end of the year, not a fixed salary or not a fixed amount additional to it. Then comes three different possibilities of sharing the profit. Now this is where the different types of question arises. So being a mock creator, I can help you with the conditions which are asked or generally looked forward. The first condition is where the amount is same, like same amount is invested by the same number of partners. Let's say two partners come up, they invest the same amount in, say, for same time. For example, they are investing it for T1 and T2, both are equal. In that case, the profit will be equally distributed because the amount and the time is both same. But then comes another case where amount of A1 can be more than A2 or vice versa, but the time is same. In that case, your profit will be directly proportional to the amount you are putting in. And the third and the final case with respect to what we'll do some questions, when the amount is also different and the time invested is also different. In this scenario, the profit is directly proportional to the product of the amount invested into the time for which it is invested. So if someone is investing for a longer time and more amount, so that person will surely get more profit. All right, so these are some basic formulas you can say, or basic terminology related to partnership, which is over. So now we'll go down to the first question. The questions are there in the PDF form as well, so you can refer to the description box and download it, try it on your own, or else you can pause this video, take a screenshot, or just try this question on your own and come back, play it, and see the approach of solving it, not just the answer, because sometimes the approach might help as well. So this is a very basic question to start with, as I mentioned, because I just want to prove that whatever you understood at the beginning is now implemented over here. So David has started a business with rupees 40,000, and 3 months later, Edward has joined him with 50,000. So you have to find the ratio in which they must share their annual profit. So as I mentioned in the beginning, that the profit is directly proportional to two things: the amount and the time invested. So what we will be doing is we will be just directly multiplying David's share with Edward's share. Now in David, the amount is 40,000 and the time invested is for a year. Okay, so that will be 12 months, and we will compare it with the amount invested by Edward, which is 50,000 more than David, but it's 3 months later. So 12 minus 3 is 9. So we'll be multiplying this with 9. Basically these zeros are just to confuse you out, because it's a ratio, it's equal to the fraction. So these zeros can be get rid of, and your calculation will be basically 48 is to 45. That in the reduced form is 16 is to 15. So the answer for this question is option A. This was just a basic question to let you know how to use these formulas or the concepts in a basic question. Now moving to a slightly moderate question. So as I said, please try it on your own first and then play the video and check the approach. The question says Sachin started a business with rupees 20,000, and after 4 months Sunil joined him with rupees 40,000. Sachin received rupees 39,000 as his annual profit share, which included a salary of 16% of the annual profit. So now what has been introduced here? We are introduced to the salary aspect. That means this person, Sachin, is a working partner. Along with a profit, he is also entitled to a salary. Find the annual profit share of Sunil. So what will we do here? We know the basics. Okay, we will apply the basics and get this question done. Remember, don't follow the formulas blindly, because you might forget the formulas, but if you're going through the basic steps, you will never ever forget that once you solve it in your life. So we'll start with the annual profit to be X. I'll be considering the annual profit as X, and once I consider this to be X, now I know the ratio in which this will be divided will be directly proportional to the investment I have done multiplied with the time I have taken. So if I compare it with Sachin and that of the other person, that is Sunil, so I need to write their names because both starts with a S. So that's Sachin. Sachin's amount will be 20,000 rupees, which will be multiplied for a period of 12 months, because he is investing from the very beginning. But when we talk about Sunil, Sunil has started after 4 months. So that's basically 12 minus 4. That makes it 8 months. And he invested 40,000 rupees for 8 months. So let me write that down as well into 8. Okay, now we know that these zeros have nothing to do with us basically. So this is 24 is to 8 fours are 32. So this when reduced gives me the value of 3 is to 4. So this is the ratio in which my annual profit should be divided between Sachin and Sunil. But do you think why do we need this at all? We need this to make an equation. Now we will be shifting our question from partnerships end to the equations end, algebra end, where we'll form an equation right now. They have mentioned that 16% of his profit is basically his salary, and this plus 39,000 rupees is the annual profit share. I mean, not plus, equals to, is equals to the 39,000 rupees as his annual profit. So profit is what here? Just letting you know what is profit here for Sachin. Profit will be his salary plus the amount he has got. Okay, so what amount has he got will be the ratio value. So let us solve it in a fresh sheet. So what we will be doing over here is we'll be making up a formula. I know it's 3 is to 4. Sachin is 3. So the total is 3 plus 4, 7. So 3 by 7 of how much of x. Now this is interesting to note down. We are not considering the full x. Why? Because this includes a 16% of whole profit as the salary. Now whole profit was x as I assumed. So if 16% of x is a salary, the remaining will be 84%. Remaining profit is 84%. So from the remaining profit, he is getting 3 by 7th of the share. So please understand it. It's 84 by 100 into x of 3 by 7. That's the part of profit he got, plus his salary, which is 16% of x. This brings a total of 39,000 rupees, which Sachin gets as his profit. So here's the linear equation you get, and on solving this equation, I'll directly solve it out. You can pause the video and solve it and check. The answer will come out to be as 75,000. Now this 75,000 is the total annual share which both of them have. But the question is not about that. The question is about the profit share of Sunil. So it's very easy to calculate. Instead of going for 4 by 7, you can simply subtract the value of Sachin's profit from the total profit, and that would give you rupees 36,000, which is option C. So that's the answer for this question. That was a moderate level question which you can expect from the partnerships level. Now in the coming video, that's the part 2 of partnership, I'll be taking you forward with few more questions which will be from the moderate to advanced level. Don't worry, you would not expect anything harder than this in any of the CAT or XAT or any tougher examination of OMETs, you know. So that's all about this video, everyone. If you like this video, then please don't forget to like this video. Comment below and let me if you understood it or not. And yes, one more very important thing. If you are new to this channel, then please do subscribe to the channel for more such content. I'll be up with more such videos. But till then, please take care of yourself and thank you so much for watching.